Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Grille, the Tier 5 German SPG. It's on the south spawn of Ghost Town under the command of Dr. Dip. Battle started. Well, the Grille, it's a 15cm heavy howitzer, the SIG, and it's got mounted on top of a Hetzer hull. In fact, it's the same hull basically as the Light Viz 38, the Czech tank. And the same as the 38T as well, Panzer 38T. It's not very fast. Well, you wouldn't expect it to be very fast actually based on the Hetzer, but it's got a big punch and it's very accurate. And because it's 15cm, it can also give stun. Well, he's up on top of the hill now and he's starting to move a little bit faster. And he's just lining up for a shot on the enemy. Okay, we've got a couple of enemies in sight. The arc of the Grille is slightly narrower than the other Artys in the same sphere, or rather not as narrow as the SU-122A though. That's very narrow on the arc on that Arty. But this one, well, it's fairly good at long range. Just look at that. King Tiger captured, hit with his first round, 233 hit points. A lot of people like the accuracy of the Grille. Even though it's got a very narrow arc of fire, they find it's something very reliable because normally the shell will go where you actually aim. And well, he's flipped there to Battle Assistant to see where that KV-1S was going, but he may flip back to strategic mode, or God view as we call it, to actually see what they're doing behind that building. Well, the M4 just took a hit, but we're still dialing in on the target. Oh, he's gone. Okay, so he's switching over now to the west side of the map. And over on the west side we've got a Leo and an MT-25. Now, the MT-25 is probably going to be a bit of a fast mover, and that's going to be difficult to pin him down. But we fired around in anyway. We're changing position. Is he going to move down the slope? Yes, he is. Not all the way, but just far enough. I think he feels there's a bit of a threat from that Leo and the MT-25. And he is right. They are fairly close. In fact, they're getting closer all the time. And it's only that M10 to hold them off, plus the Jagdpanzer 4 and a VK3001H. 3001P rather, I should say. I wouldn't aim at the T67. I think he's moved from that position now. The MT, well, that is one of the threats because he's very quick. Doesn't have a great gun, but he is very quick. That was the tank that was used for the Halloween special last year. And I wonder what sort of Halloween special they've laid on for this year. Probably something to do with a certain thing happening to our country. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No, I don't think Wargaming will get that political, and I hope they don't. Okay, T67, he was further south than we thought he was, but we're aiming behind him at the moment and we're fully dialed in. T67, I think he thinks that that T67 is going to back down the hill. No, he didn't. What we need to be doing now is getting shots on that MT-25 if we can. Oh, another enemy tank's been spotted over on the east side of the map now. And that's a much bigger target to hit. That's a heavy tank. The Leo suddenly appeared. We're dialing in on him. It does take a little while to dial in on this Arty. Rounds out on the Leo. It's a splash. But it's still 106 hit points. And I think it is now time for Dr. Dip to move, because unfortunately it's only the VK3001P left on this side of the map. We lost our other teammates that were defending us, the M10 and that Jagdpanzer 4. The scores are even, but there's an awful lot of enemy who are, well, fairly close. Yeah, I think he's noticed this. Time to move. That's why the Hummel's already gone. You see, he's obviously being aware, looking at the mini-map. He can see that, yeah, things have changed. We need to change position, relocate to become safe. and then we can get shots on the enemy without fear of being killed. And the Jagdpanzer IV wasn't killed, actually. He just changed position. He's moved back. Now, one of the good things about the Grille is it can actually fire over most of the range of the map. And the Top Gun, and I'm presuming this is the Top Gun, is this very same gun that you actually find on the Hummel as the stock gun. And it's very accurate as well. Going for the Leo. And it doesn't extend the whole range of the map, but it does fire a very long range. Leo's out of sight, but he's fired the round in anyway. Oh, some distance away. He was taking a chance there, but it was worth trying. But he is reloading. And if I remember correctly, the reload's around about 21 seconds, 22 seconds or so. He's about to shoot, rounds out again on the Leo. This should be a kill shot if it hits. It is! 428 hit points, direct hit, took him out the game. Shows how powerful that 15cm gun is. And he's going to join the Hummel. I wouldn't stay too close to any brother Arty if you can help it, because two traces are much easier to spot than one. But usually there is sort of like safety in numbers if there are wheelie vehicles around, because wheelies can really be a pain if you're on your own and there's nobody to help you with a shotgun. He's going for the IKV, dialed in, and rounds out. This should be a kill if it lands. Yes, he gets it. Splash kill. The MT-25's up there as well, so he's now got 2 kills, Dr. Dip, and there's only 5 enemies remaining. 4 enemies remaining. They just killed the enemy Fifi. Okay, he's got his new firing position sorted out. Going for that MT-25. Notice that he's scrolling the mouse out. You don't actually have to do that. The easiest way to go directly to where you want to actually look is to press down your left control button and then move your mouse over the minimap and then right click on where you want the shell to go. And that's where your aim will actually look straight away. Well, he's hit the MT-25, he's picked up another 211 hit points. And the MT-25 didn't like that, and he's weaving away because he's expecting another shell to come in. I'd be very tempted actually to try and join the VK3001P and the Jagdpanzer IV and try and get closer to them, because they're going to be engaging the enemy soon, and the closer I am to the target, the easier it's going to be to actually get a direct hit. Pretty sure the MT-25 has actually moved back to where the Jagdpanzer IV is likely located, somewhere up at A4, maybe A3. I think the Jagdpanzer IV is outside range, and I think that Stura Mill is also outside range. Oh no, can't go down there. Oh, don't, no, 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 no. Oh, he survived. Oh, such a relief. I thought he was definitely going to go face plant himself into the ground. As it is, he's got down quickly. It's probably worth driving the short route, the long route down rather, because if you try and drive over the cliff like that, usually you come a cropper. But obviously Dr. Dip has done it before. Well, he's close enough now that he can hit the enemy, and he's in a nice little bush that will protect him. So he's aiming for the top of the hill, looking for a target. Jagdpanzer IV is shooting from a distance. There's one of them. Sturmil hits him, dialing into the target. So it moves the aim, rounds out. This should kill. It does. That's his third kill. He could now platoon if there was somebody else who had at least 3 kills. There isn't, unfortunately. Okay, MT25. Oh, we just lost our VK3001P. And the MT25 is now pulling back. But we dialed in a shot. And we've just taken a speculative swipe at him. Unfortunately, the only mobile tank we've now got is the Jagdpanzer IV. We know where the M44 was last seen on the enemy team. He's over in the grid square A1. And it would probably help if the Hummel, which is over on the east side of the map, was to move forward and try and get shots from a different direction. Oh, and he's found one of the enemy. It's the Jagdpanzer IV, and he shotguns him. Well done, Hummel. That means there's only 2 enemies now, the M44 and that MT25. And that means we can all move forward. The M44 has been spotted. There he is, in the corner. Unfortunately, we haven't got a shot in him at the moment. But if he pulls back, we will be able to hit him. We'll probably get a shot at him now. Rounds out. Kill shot. So that's 4 kills now for Dr. Dip, and the last remaining enemy is the MT25. Now somebody was suggesting, who's it? The Hummel was suggesting he's over on the east side of the map. If that's so, then the Jagdpanzer IV probably does need to move quickly to find out where he is. If we aim for the top of the hill, he might still be up there. Oh, no, he isn't. The Hummel was right. He's hunting the Hummel. There he is. I don't think he can see the Hummel. The Hummel did move position. That's why he couldn't spot him. And he was probably a bit wary of being shotgunned. We fired a round in. A speculative shot. Unfortunately, no joy. Well, the good news is that Dr. Dip does have a camouflage net, so at least he's camouflaged whilst he's in the bushes and on top of this hill. It's going to be very difficult for the enemy to spot him, but I suspect that Hummel also has a camouflage net. And that's the 2-minute hooter. So if we don't have a resolution and we find the MT25, or cap out. And it looks like the Jagdpanzer IV is going to try and cap. That's good. Now we could go and join him as well. That would be a great help. Don't want to aim for the cap. You want to aim for the spots where you think the enemy will go if he's trying to get a reset. And that's probably going to be at the corner. No, that's too close. You're aiming too close, Dr. Dip. You need to aim for the corner of the buildings. The MT25 will be racing back to get a reset. Oh, he's not. He's behind us. Now, will he spot us? Sixth Sense hasn't gone off. He's not racing back for a reset. So maybe he's just an inexperienced player. That's the last minute. And he has spotted us. Kill shot wins the game. 5 kills for Dr. Dip. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Dr. Dip in the Grille. He also picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. And he got a Starks medal. He got hit twice. He lost 2/3 of his hit points. And he also managed to get at least 2 kills and survived the battle. And that earned him the Starks medal. 4,988 was the win 8 for that game. Let's have a look at the team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the T29. He got 1,793 hit points during that game. And the next high scoring was the Stewie Mill with 1,670. And then came Dr. Dip with 1,568. He did get the highest number of kills. He killed 1/3 of the enemy team. And the next high scorers after that were the T29 and the Stewie Mill again with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was Dr. Dip with 875, the T29 with 784, and the Hummel with 717. He fired 14 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 2 penetrations, 6 splash. Now, which ones did he penetrate? Interested to know this. Oh, he penetrated the Leo and... oh, and the Stewie Mill. Would you believe it? And so, if we go back to the details, 6 splash, damage of 1,568 hit points, of which 1,426 were at more than 300 meters. The close one was the MT25. He received 2 hits. Both of them were penetrations, I'm afraid. And he damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did 3 stuns, but didn't get any stun assist. He earned, on a free-to-play account, 20,846 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 12,256 credits. He got 3 bonds for getting the Starks medal, 875 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,750. So well done there to Dr. Dip in his Grille. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel if you can please, and hit that notification bell so you get alerted when we put a new video up. We try to put up at least 4 a day, and you might find some more if we find something really interesting, and occasionally we do have something interesting. I'm working on any little project that comes along, and so if we do put one up and you get notified, then you might find something very, very, well, that tickles your fancy. And yeah, if your fancy is tickled, then I'm not responsible. Okay, thanks for watching.